What's going on, everybody? Back today with another video. Today I'm giving y'all some tips on how to solo queue in Marvel Rivals. I've been top 500 multiple times, and as of right now, I'm Eternity, 200 points Eternity, which is just outside the top 500. So I'm going to give y'all some tips on how to climb solo queue. But anyway, let's get into it. So my first tip for just everybody in general, you 100% need to be able to play two roles, I would say. Yeah, two roles. If you can play all three, good for you. That's nice. But realistically, most people probably can only play one or two. But try to like at least know two roles, right? Because when you are in a solo queue environment, you need to be able to kind of fill the gaps of your team, right? Because sometimes you're gonna get games where no one plays tank, no one plays support, no one plays, or you'll always get a game where everyone plays DPS because plays DPS. But you'll get a game where no one plays tank and no one plays support. So like being capable of playing at least one of those two roles increases your odds of not losing from the selection screen. Because if you can't play support and you have no supports, then you kind of just lose, right? So I would 100% recommend being capable of playing at least two roles, increase your odds of winning. My second tip for ranking up this season is hero bans. Right now, I'm seeing a lot of, like in my games, I'm seeing a lot of Cyclops, Phoenix, Daredevil still getting banned, Rocket's getting banned now, Gambit's getting banned. Like those are the main bans I'm seeing right now. But like I said, kind of in my last solo queue video, you should also ban what's good for your comp. Like obviously if you have a full dive comp, just ban the stupid stuff that counters dive, right? Or like you play a character that gets countered by another character, try to ban that character. I mean, sometimes your teammates won't agree with you and that's just solo queue. But if you put a request in and put the vote up, maybe they'll vote with you. Just ban the characters you don't want to play against, really. That'll be my second tip because that helps a lot. Another thing too, I guess I don't really like it, but you could target ban people. I personally don't like target banning, but it is a part of the game, so use it to your advantage. If you play against someone and they play a character, ban that character. But that's my second tip for ranking up. My third tip for ranking up in this game is that you really need to be mindful of what comps the other team is picking when you play your characters, right? Because a lot of the time in this game, we'll kind of just pick whatever they want, which I do too. I'm not going to act like I don't pick. I just play Punisher most of the time, but like, some people just pick what they're going to want to pick, and that's fine, right? But keep in mind, if you're trying to win, you should pick optimal characters to go into whatever comp you're playing against. Now, if you're good enough, you can play any character, any comp, really. But unless it's like Wanda or something. But literally, you need to be paying attention to the enemy comps. Like if they have a full dive comp, then maybe you should pick anti-dive, or just try to look to peel and stuff like that. Pay attention to what the dive is. And then another thing you could do, right? Say you're playing against the full dive, and then you just play like Hella Namor, and you just stop everything, like stuff like that, simple stuff like that. Like I'd recommend you pay attention to the enemy comp and kind of play your characters based off of that. Obviously, if you don't play everybody, you don't play everybody, but just be mindful. And then my fourth tip for ranking up this season is that honestly, a lot of people ask me how do I deal with like throwers and stuff, and to be honest, you're gonna just get throwers in your game sometimes. Like, be real, it's not something you can really control per se. Like honestly, just accept it. Knowing, like, my fourth tip really is knowing that some games are unwinnable, and then it's okay, and you gotta just accept that some games are unwinnable. Now I want to say this: you should go into the game with the mentality that every game is winnable, but at the same time, You know, when a game is unwinnable, it's unwinnable. Like, I'm not saying throw. Don't be that guy and throw. You play until the game's over. But 100%, some games are unwinnable, and you just gotta understand that. Especially in a solo queue, like you have less control than if you were obviously with a stack and you're all calming. Like, just keep that in mind. And then my fifth and final tip for ranking up this season is being able to you need to have good target priority this season, I would say, because supports are really strong in this game, and would highly recommend, like, even like something as tank, right, too, tank, DPS, even support, your target priority needs to be where, like, you primarily want to be going after supports and stuff, right? Like, or DPSs, like, but mostly supports, right? Because the supports have the most power in this game. I know how ironic that is, me being a DPS player saying that, but in general, most people would agree with that supports are really strong in this game. And getting support picks is really valuable. So I would say those are the premier people you want to be going after in the game. Now, if you are a support yourself, playing your life is more important than anything, because like I said before, supports are very valuable in this game. So you want to be kind of maximizing your uptime on support, getting a lot of value. Now, I'm saying, not saying that you should heal bot necessarily, but play your life and kind of just keep your team up type stuff. But that's kind of my fifth and final tip for ranking up this season. Let me know if y'all want to see more videos like this. I enjoy making them, and it seems you guys like enjoying them too, because they get a decent amount of views. But yeah, that's pretty much my tips for now. I'll catch y'all in the next video. Bye bye. Oh, and always remember, nerf invis. Bye bye.